Thank you for joining me today for another episode of Hobby Time in the Murder Basement, where today I get to interview David from Busy Mind Collectibles, and we talk all about his upcoming Kickstarter where he is making 1/7 scale PVC Infinity statues based on the models from the Corvus Belli game Infinity. Stick around, we have an awesome conversation. Thank you so much. David, thank you for joining me today in the Murder Basement. David is from Busy Mind Collectibles, and I found out the other day via a very cool Facebook ad that you are starting a really awesome new Kickstarter here. So I just wanted to chat with you about it. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. David, tell me a little bit about yourself, how you came into the hobby, and how that led into you starting your own company.
Okay, so I'm from Spain. Okay, so a long time ago, 9 years ago, I moved to LA, exactly, California. But by the time in 2005, I think long time ago. I mean, just
that's long. Yeah.
So I contact Corvus about their game because I love that game. I really love it. There was something really distinguished, something really different by the time. So because I used to play, Warhammer 40K, Warhammer, and it's totally different style. So
sure.
I approached them, in 2005, 2006, I think was, and asking them to if maybe I can do some statues, something with them. They totally were open to work with me, but by the time you think your life going one way, but suddenly you turn and you go in another way, So that project was I just push away that project because I couldn't do it in that time, because I had always in my mind I want to really detail the statues. I have and something in my mind. I want to do really detailed. So,
and by the statues, I was on your Instagram account or the art share one, and you're talking like PVC vinyl statues for like comic books or board games and stuff like that.
Yeah. I will like, by that time I would like to do that, but the technology wasn't really good. We were hitting about 3D printers, and in our mind, just we a printer is just a 2D. It's a paper, So how can be that possible 3D, But I was, by the time even Corvus, they just they have, they sculpt in traditional way, So with this digital era, so change everything. So by that time it wasn't good. Because the technology wasn't really good, So
right.
I just push away that project. I just my life went in another way. So so totally different. So 1 year ago. 1.5 years ago, I contacted again to Corvus Belli, and I say, hey, I think right now is the time. You remember me, that guy, the crazy guy who wants to do that thing. Oh yeah, what happened with that prayer? I explain everything. So
right.
I think right now is the time. The technology, Corvus changed from traditional to digital.
Sure.
It changed everything, so I think it's really a good time. Right now, we have the technology, we have the skills, you know. So
And
yeah.
the statues that you are talking about are the ones that are going to be in the upcoming Kickstarter,
Yes.
which goes live on the 14th, which are for
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully I get this up later tonight. If not, it'll be very early on the 14th. But this is for the Corvus Belli Infinity models.
Yes.
And when you're talking the old ways, you know, they were probably still doing like 3-up hand sculpting stuff, correct?
Yes. Yes. Correct. Correct.
And now they're using 3D models because I've built a bunch of Infinity models recently, and I am impressed at how different they are from the old ones. They're dynamic, they're put together amazingly, and sometimes those metal models can be a little weird, but these ones are really, really special. So are you using ZBrush and other 3D modelers like that to make these new models, or did they give you the files and you were able to manipulate them to get the more dynamic pose for the size of model?
No. I mean, I am a sculptor as well. I mean, I was in the collectible industry since, 9 years ago. So I know all the process, and I was working with big companies. But in this case, I want to change a little bit because I don't want. I mean, at the beginning, I would like to do. I would like to sculpt for myself. I mean, the Knight of Justice, Interventor, and Sanji. But I contacted with Javier Ureña. Javier is he did a lot of sculpt for Corvus Belli. So I approached him and I say, hey, do you want to sculpt for me? You know?
Yeah.
I'm lazy, man. I'm so I want somebody to sculpt for me. So
sure, I'm right there with you.
Of course. So yeah, Javier sculpted the 3 statues we have: the Knight of Justice, Interventor with Panda and Sanji, and even the Chibi. And yeah, Javier was the perfect person to do that project because he knows everything about Corvus Belli, about the design, about the everything. But we had to start from zero.
Sure.
From zero because miniature are miniature. Are so small, and I can't even see the detail because I have my glasses and I can see it. But you have to rescale everything. But it's not just zoom.
Just can't make it bigger.
Exactly. You have to do a lot of things. You have to put a little bit more details, and that's why we contact with Corvus. Hey, we want to do this, but we are gonna need to stay in the middle. We are not doing miniature, but we are doing a small scale. Larger, bigger scale. So we need a little bit more detail. So Corvus Belli was totally open to help us in that. So yeah.
What scale are these miniatures going to be? Are these statues?
Statues, yeah. 8-9 inches.
So like almost a foot tall, which if you've ever seen the Infinity models, they are like 1.5 inches, like tops.
Yeah.
So to get that
right now
scale, that's
it's totally different. This is because I want to reach. This is just focus not just for Infinity players. Is because I want to reach more people. I want to reach collectors who collect superheroes, who collect everything, monsters, or a lot of things. But I want to open a little bit more the spectrum.
Yeah. So, I think it's rather fortuitous that you're doing it right now, as we have Cyberpunk 2077 coming out later this year. And if you're anything like me, you have been completely consuming as much Altered Carbon on Netflix as you possibly can fit in your brain. Like, it's the perfect time to be doing something like this.
Yeah.
And that's why when I saw them, come through my feed on Facebook, I was like, those look like Infinity models. I hadn't even looked at anything else. I hadn't read who the ad was from or what was going on. So they instantly grabbed me that you put a lot of care into keeping the characteristics of there. But it also, I was just like, these are like these Infinity models are so cyberpunk and so cool.
Oh, cool. I mean, the design are so cool, but by the time in 2005, 2006, was something different. You know what I'm saying? I remember the Sanji in 2005, 2006, and it's all miniature. It was traditional. I mean, no digital, no anything, but to me was perfect. I mean, that miniature to me changed everything.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I think like you say, it's a good time. Right now is a good time, and we are here to stay. So.
Yeah. So these models, they're going to be PVC instead of resin. So does that mean they're coming already assembled?
Yes. Yes. Why
are you going to be offering them painted as well?
No. Okay. These models are pre-painted. Okay. No grayscale. Scale. I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit.
No worries. That's what I was wondering, because like us painters, we can always reprime. Like we're unafraid of that.
Of course. I mean, I talk with professional painters in Spain, in the USA, and they say, hey, no problem to repaint this because it's gonna be so easy. Everybody can repaint that with the color whatever they want. I mean,
sure.
So yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity for if you want to paint. I mean, I have right now here in front of me a resin copy, and it's beautiful. A Sanji resin copy, because I had to make a few copies to send to the painter. But it's not gonna be a resin; it's gonna be PVC.
Sure.
So easy peasy to paint.
Yeah. Who's going to be doing the painting on them?
The factory.
The factory. Okay.
Yeah, but
I was going to say, are you going to lock up Angel to have him like go through and do all of them for you? I don't know if you'd be too happy with that.
It is a good factory, and I'm gonna have a team there to do all quality control. So it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna send them my prototypes, painted by a professional painter.
Nice.
And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and because of what I saw online, this isn't your first time doing statues like this. You've worked with, it looked like DC Comics you've done models with. Are you using the same factory to do the same statues?
No, this is different. I mean, I work with companies, but the company have their own factories. They don't share the information because they are their factories. So
sure.
So I am using another factory. So yeah, I know a lot of factory in China because you do have to know. In my business, you have to know. So yeah, I mean, it's really good.
Yeah. So you're choosing Kickstarter to be the place to do the pre-orders of this.
Yeah.
Have you ever done Kickstarter before?
Never.
Okay. So what's the process sort of like? This is something I've been very interested in hearing about.
Yes, I'm totally honest. I mean, I was following a lot of Kickstarter projects. Looks so easy. You just put the information there and that's it. Yeah. You get the money. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, easy. Yeah.
No, it's not easy.
It actually looks like a nightmare. As far as I've seen really, really well managed projects to like people who are like, this is my pie in the sky dream. Nobody seems to have an easy job at it, and just getting it off the ground seems tough, and then managing the project while it's live, like kudos for you for doing it that way. It's such a great way to like boost the signal and get it out there, but you know, they aren't messing around anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. I mean, but I don't even start. I mean, I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, so and see what happens. But yeah, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
why we choose Kickstarter? Because I'm a poor guy. I'm not rich, you know,
Right.
because there is a lot. I mean, there are a lot of investment here. You know,
Of course.
you have to make the mold, you have to make the copy, you have to paint the copies. And why PVC? Because I think PVC, you can have a lot. I mean, you can catch a lot of details. And if you make a lot of copies, you're not gonna lose any detail. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But the molds are a little bit expensive, so that's why we choose Kickstarter. Because, to be honest, I don't have the money to do it for myself. That's it.
Right. Oh, yeah, of course. So, what are going to be your tiers for the Kickstarter? Because it's 3 models to start.
Yeah.
Are there going to be like one of each model or a combined set sort of tier system?
We are gonna put in the first stretch goal is gonna be to found the project. It's gonna be the 3 model at the same time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But because we have different arms for different models. I mean, the Knight of Justice has 2 arms with a Spitfire, and the Interventor has 2 heads and another 2 arms. So those are gonna be stretch goals.
Oh, cool. So, will they just be able to be just like pull plug in and out, and you can you know, that's awesome.
Yes, you are gonna be able to change the arm if you want. I mean, we unlock the thing. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're adding a level of customization in there to them, because that is really you know, part of you know, something that comes from the miniature game, which is so customizable. You know, that's cool that you're stretching it to there. So how long is the campaign going to be going for this?
It's gonna be just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so got to get in early.
Yes, because to me, it doesn't make sense to prolong more 1 month. What we're gonna see? I mean, we have three statues and that's it. You know, I can put a picture of me there, but it's not gonna change anything. So
Sure.
So yeah, 2 weeks, and we hope found the campaign, and we have another surprises. We had the chibis, and it's gonna be an stretch goal as well.
Cool.
And we have another surprise. I don't want to tell you, but it's gonna be a big surprise.
So, okay.
Those guys, put the money there. Right now. No,
Put the money in. Do it. Okay. So, when this funds, are you going to then move on to other factions in the future? Is that kind of the goal? You know, you pick your favorite ones right off the bat, but then expand to some of the other stuff later?
Yes. I want to make sure everybody understands. I'm not gonna go away. I mean, this Busy Mind Collectible is gonna stay. Is gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to do a lot of statues. I mean, I want to do a lot of faction. I want to do every faction. You know, but no, everything is gonna depend on this project. If this project we can found this project, let's go.
Yeah. No, I think that's an admirable goal to be running towards. And for some reason, as you were saying, we want to do all the factions and more models. I had this idea of playing like a 1/7 scale game of Infinity on the table, where you just make like it just takes up your entire living room at that point. And I just got like really excited all of a sudden.
Wow, but this is incredible. I mean, I can imagine to play with 1/7 scale. I mean, I don't know. Are you gonna kick out your family from the living room? What are you gonna do?
It's like at I think it was at Gen Con a couple years ago, or maybe at Adepticon, where GW did a real life size Adeptus Titanicus with full size Titans, full size warlords, and there's something about that I was like, that's one of the coolest things I have ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, it can be cool. I mean, guys, just buy 1, 2, or 3. I mean, we are gonna do all the factions.
Do them all, right?
Let's go. Let's do it.
That's awesome. Well, David, did you have anything else that you wanted to add about your Kickstarter?
No, I think we behind a Kickstarter there is a lot of work, hard work. You know, I want to say thank you to Corvus Belli, because they gave us everything, the information, the concept, the support, everything. And yeah, thank you to Javier Ureña. He did a really great job. And that's it. I mean, nobody did this before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Corvus Belli Infinity Game status, 1/7 scale. I mean, nobody did. So, yeah, we are the pioneers.
I am very excited about this. This sounds really fun, and I wish you the best in the Kickstarter and for the future of this company. It sounds like you got a lot of really fun ideas.
Of course. Oh wow! I look. I wanted to do a TAG, a big one. I mean, it's so big, but it's gonna be so big. But I don't know. I'm crazy, you know. So.
Hey, I don't think that there's anything wrong with setting your goals on big pieces like that, and like you're gonna run into. I think you'll be shocked at how many people respond so like passionately about things like this, because it's the fandom of the miniature world is something that I haven't ever really experienced before, even coming from like comic books and that sort of nerd culture. The miniature people are very passionate about their projects, and they're really loyal to their companies. And when something cool like this comes out, that's a celebration of the hobby, and especially when you think about, like you said, where Corvus Belli came from to where they are now. I mean, it's so cool seeing that development and growth, and to be able to be a part of that is really special. So I really appreciate you doing that. I'm a big rooter for the underdog, because they are. If it wasn't for you guys, the industry would get stagnant, and things like this I find super exciting.
Yeah, you are excited. I mean, but we just need to found this project. I mean, after that we can do whatever we want. I mean, we have a lot of ideas. Corvus is totally open to new ideas. So yeah, I mean, and trust me, we have a stretch goal. You are gonna blow up your mind.
Well, I'm very excited for it to pop up so I can see what it is. This tease is it's almost too much for me.
Okay, good. Very good.
Excellent. Well, David, I'll let you get back to planning for your Kickstarter, and I'll get editing this so I can get it up live for you as soon as possible.
Okay.
But I really appreciate you sitting down and talking with me today about this stuff in my horrible basement here. So the Kickstarter goes live on the 14th, runs for 2 weeks. I'll have links in the bio when they go live. And where can people contact you at outside of the Kickstarter and here?
They can contact me in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Twitter. Excellent.
Yeah.
And just look up Busy Mind Collectibles.
Busy Mind Collectibles. That's it. I'm there all the time.
Excellent. Well, we'll boost the signal. We'll get the word out.
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for watching another episode of Hobby Time in the Murder Basement. I so appreciate your support. If you could go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, leave a comment, literally do anything that you can to help get this channel a little bit more traction. I'd really appreciate it. I hate when channels ask every single episode for this. It becomes mundane and monotonous. So I figured I'd just record one of these. That way you only have to hear me do this once, just at the end of every one of my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.